Hiya. So today I am hopefully going to finish welding up the double seat, loader's seat for the dinette, and bolt it through the floor of the van so it's fixed in permanently. I need to finish doing a bit of wiring. I've got to finish fitting the marker lights at the front so I can then put the insulation back up and the lining material. I want to test the rear view camera before I seal everything up, just in case I need to run another wire, and a few other bits and bobs. Hopefully finish welding the rear internal roof rack support so I can finally seal the van lining entirely. Okay. The bench seat bolted in securely and welded in place. It's not going to get much more firm than that. And the tank's in underneath. You can see that. So just need to figure out where the freshwater inlet needs to go on the outside. So I've got this epically big sheet of Forex, it's called. It's like a sort of foam, I don't know, it's quite hard to explain what it is. It's flexible, it's foam, I think it's foam filled, or it's very malleable plastic. It's matte, but you can see there's a bit of a reflection on it. And it's going to be for the largest part of the roof inside the van. I wanted just to do it in one sheet to avoid any joins. So skylights or anything up there. So it's for the top part of the roof, from the front to the end of the high top. It's got a little bit damaged in transit, unsurprisingly, but I think I can use it. So I just need to cut it down. Here are my roof rack supports. I'm really pleased with how they've come out. Some of the welding is a bit mucky, but you know, they don't need to be perfect. They're going to be hidden behind the roof lining anyway. So I'm just going to try and fit those, see how they look. Okay, the roof rack's internal mounts are done. Drilled the holes through the roof, which obviously is quite a scary thing to do. It's not good to have more holes, but there we go. I needed the extra support on the roof, so quite pleased with that. Just tackling the expanding foam. So I'm starting to put the floor down. I've got 12mm ply here on top of my 25mm thick insulation, and the plan is to, on top of this, put underfloor heating, 24-volt system, for which I'll have to run an inverter to step up my 12-volt to 24, so I'll have to be quite mindful of how much use the underfloor heating gets. It's not going to be my primary heat source, but one of the things I've always disliked about campervans is having floors that are too cold to stand on, so it's not an expensive solution. It's supposed to be very durable and efficient, so I'm going to try it, but it means that I'm going to have a layer of it's like a sort of fibre based heating tile to go underneath the heating element, and together this is 6mm and 1.2mm for the mat, so it's 7.2mm additional height on top of this. it's only going to be a certain run all the way up the camper, so on either side I need to bring up the floor to the level of the underfloor heating, and then I'm going to put on top, I'm just going to lay another layer of ply. I've got some spare 15mm ply, so I'll use that. So the floor is going to come up by 3 centimetres still, well, 3 centimetres on top of the insulation, so it should be nice and warm if nothing else. But to figure out how much extra ply I need on either side of the insulation, which I don't have here stupidly, I didn't bring it, it's in the back of the car, but I'll obviously lay it down and then I can measure on either side how much extra ply I need. But it's also got to work out with how I eventually mount the rest of the interior structure onto the floor. So I've got some of this 80-20 or 40-40, whatever you want to call it, aluminium profile, and my cutting plan for my brother-in-law Neil, just to draw on the floor now while I can where the various bits and bobs will be, so I can figure out how best to place the underfloor heating element. There we go, blurb over. Onward and upward.